We'll say it's a standing memo. If it's clean, you should wear it.
Now, the only question I have is,
Now you're prepared. Now you've been warned.
Right.
That could happen. Hopefully not. Yeah. All right, we will call to order the Thursday, July 11th, North Kansas City Equity and Inclusion Meeting to order at about 7:01. We'll go ahead and do an attendance for voting members. Ryan Brooks appears to be absent. Jennifer Boyd? Oh, I'm
Present.
so sorry.
I know,
Did
I
I?
asked Ryan on the way here, he said he'd be here a few minutes late.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, we will recognize him when he gets here. That's great.
Present.
Jennifer's here, yes. Bess Bailey, did you hear from her at all? No? Daniel Trotter is here. Martin Newton
Here.
and Marcia Wade Coons.
Present.
All right. So we have a nice group. Hopefully Ryan can get here soon. I think we can still go ahead and see if anyone wants to file a motion to approve the last 2 minutes, so May's and then our June work session.
I approve. Okay.
I thought we had amended that to be like 3. Did we never vote? We never had enough a quorum to vote on it. Okay, well there you go.
So we need.
All right, we'll rewind. Sorry, Ryan, are you here?
Present.
Awesome. So now we have a quorum, and we could move to approve meeting minutes. So we have the May minutes, and then a work session that we had in June, since we did not have a quorum. Does anyone move to?
I move to approve.
I second.
All right, so this is a motion to approve both minutes. Is that okay with the staff? All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I think the ayes have it. So those meeting minutes are approved. I don't believe we have anyone from the public here in item 4. So yeah, item 5, we had a work session, well, I guess not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, was it? To look more at the city code. And yeah, we've kind of got our process down, I think, for looking through that. Really, it's, fairly efficient to look for a lot of kind of language that might be offensive, could be, language that is probably no longer appropriate, in terms of an equity and inclusion standpoint. So one thing we were wondering ultimately was maybe if we could just get the rest of the documentation to kind of run these searches and make that a little bit more quick of, and I don't even know if we need a work session. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But if you could send that to the group, I think Marcia has been doing a really good job of that. And I don't mean to.
Okay, so you guys have done 1 through 6,
That's
correct?
right. Uh-huh.
Correct.
It goes to 17.
Yeah, that's fine. So we've been doing or I've done a search function, right, for like keywords.
Okay.
And so just going through that, it would be a faster process than just getting like 3 at a time. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And even if it was just like by title, just having them all together will make it faster.
Okay, I will send. How would you? Do you want them all together, or do you want like 7 and then 8 and then 9, always separate files?
I would
think
say
all of
whatever's
it-
easiest.
Yeah,
We can
all of
do
it in one
all.
document. And I also think working independently, I feel like we all could probably do a control find in a document. So if we all do that at the same time and have our own kind of search terms, I think we could come together with a pretty good representation of language that we might feel like should be updated. So kind of to take it all back away, I think we could all do that independently. Any feedback on that? Because I know.
We can still, we still read over,
Mhm.
just to make sure that there's nothing like card and so forth.
And we can divvy out as we so choose at that point in time, so we don't duplicate efforts.
We'll treat it like a book club. We'll all read the book, and then we'll come to our meeting once a month and discuss the riveting documentation.
That's right. Anything of note, yeah.
Well, we found some fun words. Some polt. We learned what a polt is, right?
We
Like,
did, and a foot candle,
foot candle is probably
Yeah,
our
that was
most.
very
We were
interesting.
enlightened.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
That was good.
But
Say that was enlightening.
we were enlightened about what a foot candle is.
Dad jokes for the win.
Yeah, it was a good session.
You want it as a Word document, or you've been doing PDFs?
Oh, I've been doing it in Word.
Yeah, I think the
Okay.
word is good just because you can strike through stuff, and I mean, it's just easier to manipulate.
Perfect.
But yeah, I think we'll make quick work of that, and hopefully by next meeting we could put that up on the board or make some just kind of informal recommendations as a group and decide how we can present that maybe more officially. And if you all want to think through how that, like an official recommendation of that, new language or just our strategy, how that could be done would be helpful. Like how we could present to the city or the city council.
So we'll do the book club next month,
Book club next month, yep.
and then go from there.
Yes.
See what you guys compile, recommendations, and then, and at the same time, then work on the presentation for the council.
Yeah.
And determine if you all want to come, I would think to the council and say, hey, we did this, here's what we found, or have us present it, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I think we'll have that done by end of summer. I think that's a good goal, good summer project.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on that? Okay. Councilmember Saper, do you have any updates for us or discussion topics?
As if you don't have enough work on your plate, we've got a new city budget that's been presented, the new city budget. And there are probably things in there that should be at least given a cursory look to see if they have any impact on equity and inclusion. I haven't seen any in what I've seen so far, but you might see something that I've missed. And we can deal with that before it's formally adopted. This is how we spend the money, and how we spend the money can impact equity inclusion issues. I guess one thing that comes to mind, we're basically in terms of living here, a renter city. And sometimes that can impact equity inclusion issues. In terms of how frequently do we do inspections of rental properties, and what kinds of things keep people from reporting things to the city to look at. All issues like that are in the city budget, but do they need to be changed, beefed up, reordered? So in between your deliberations on the city codes, take a look at the city budget, because that's coming up, and discussion's ongoing. This is the time.
Would
It
that
won't
be
be
in the
adopted
minutes?
till September, so there's some time.
Is that in the minutes from your most recent meeting, or is it somewhere else, like on the website?
No, because I think it went out the day after, or maybe that day they had the printed. But I don't
It
think.
was, I'm not sure when it was posted.
Yeah, the only thing in the minutes would be, or in the last agenda would be the staff comments, my transmittal letter. But there's a link that I can send out.
It's posted now.
Or I'll ask Megan to send it out, but yeah. Well, that's true. It's on the website, maybe.
Yeah.
It should be.
It is now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's, yeah.
But I'll
Website.
send you a link.
Yeah, that'll be the easy. That way you don't have to hunt for it.
That's probably the most, timely and important thing at this stage, report. How it would impact equity inclusion issues before we have to go back and revise them later on.
Okay.
If I can, since he was talking about the budget, I was going to let you all know that July 27th, Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., we're going to have, we call it Bounce and Balance, but it's kind of the public open house for the budget, for the proposed budget, where we set up at Parks and Rec. It is at Parks and Rec, isn't it? Their
Yeah.
building, not the, and we're trying it on a Saturday morning. Last year, we did it on an evening, I think a Tuesday evening. It was hot. So we thought, okay, we'll try the morning. But it's for the public to come up and learn about our budget, not just see the document, but our departments will be there. But I thought it might be an opportunity, if you all wanted, to set a table up or have a presence there. 27th from 9 to 11 a.m. Mm-hmm. And there's our staff are working on what we call budget games, stuff like just little nerdy stuff. But there's handouts, so I mean, even from that aspect, EIC swag or. But I wanted to make sure you were aware of it.
And it bounce, is that like a bounce house?
Yeah, there's a bounce house for
the
kids.
kids.
Yeah,
Bring
yeah.
the kids,
That's the thing, to have an activity
the whole
where.
family.
Yeah.
There's also snow cones.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But just so you're aware, and even not as the EIC, as residents, come learn about it. I think, police will have some equipment there, and fire and public works. But it's just a way to come and learn a little bit about the budget and offer some ideas. Last year, there were some ideas or suggestions offered from residents that we didn't know about.
Is it
Things
10 a.m., 9 a.m.?
9 a.m. to 11. Yeah.
I was already planning on going, so if we have a table, I'd be
Excellent.
happy to man it.
All right.
That'd be awesome. I will be out of town, unfortunately, but Ryan, if you want to spearhead an opportunity to spread the word, that'd be great. And then hopefully, if we have other team members who can go.
I'll try to show it. Right now.
If I can just add one more thing, this is a good way to get the equity inclusion perspective really embedded in what we do in North Kansas City through the budget process.
Ryan, I will have the stuff there, so you just have to show up at 9.
I will probably have a toddler with me, but the bounce house and the snow cone should take care of that for quite some time.
I should be able to make it as well. So, yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you for bringing that to our attention, because that's a really good opportunity, and it sounds like a cool event. So hopefully it is cooler than it was the year before. Yeah, no guarantees, indeed. Does anyone have any announcements from the committee or just in general? Okay. Does anyone move to adjourn our meeting and start our book club? Yeah, better start quickly.
I move to adjourn.
All right.
A second.
All right, well, we will adjourn this month's edition of the North Kansas City Equity Inclusion Meeting at about 7:15. So, thank you all.